You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken Tech for your ears.
Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to explore some really fascinating ways brands and creators are managing to connect with audiences. We've got some interesting sources lined up.
Yeah, everything from marketing studies to Disney storytelling techniques, even library TikToks.
Exactly. And our goal is really to pull out the key takeaways for you, the things you can actually use.
Let's jump back.
Okay, so first up, this finding about Amazon conversions. Sellers seeing jumps, sometimes up to 2.2 times higher.
Right. And the key wasn't just age demographics, it was looking deeper.
Deeper how? Like what specifically?
Well, targeting based on shared values or behaviors, things people actually do or believe. Nearly 60% of consumers feel brands get it wrong when they only look at age.
60%, that's huge.
It is. People feel more connected through communities. That's about 2.2 times more unifying than age. Or shared behaviors, which is about 2.1 times.
Okay, so it's less about how old are you and more what are you into or what group do you belong to?
Precisely. And this feeds into that idea of zero-click marketing, providing value right there on platforms like LinkedIn or TikTok.
So people don't even need to leave the app.
Exactly. The focus shifts to things like, brand lift, how people feel about your brand, and genuine follower growth. It really comes down to empathy, doesn't it? Truly understanding the customer.
That makes sense. Empathy over assumptions. Okay, so if age isn't the best predictor, how do brands find their true audience effectively?
It's about getting to the why behind the what. Understanding those deeper motivations, moving kind of from guesswork to real insight.
Right. Okay, and that leads perfectly into how we talk to them once we understand them better. This Disney and Pixar stuff is gold.
Oh yeah, decades of mastering storytelling.
Things like understanding a character's wants versus their needs. That creates such relatable conflict.
Or even using visual cues, like shapes and colors. Rounded edges for heroes, sharp angles for villains. It's instant communication.
It's subconscious, almost. But how does that translate, to results we can measure today, like for online content?
Well, that's a great question. We see, for instance, that long-form content, like articles over 1,500 words, they tend to do better in search results.
Why is that, though? Just the word count.
Not just that, it gives you space to actually apply those deeper narrative ideas, build a real connection, cover a topic thoroughly, which in turn tends to improve how long people stay on the page, and it attracts more backlinks. Quality storytelling pays off.
And speaking of quality,
Yeah,
the Columbus Metropolitan Library, have you seen their TikToks?
they're fantastic.
Right, so much humor, community focus, great storytelling. And they're not just, churning out content constantly.
No, it feels very intentional. Quality over quantity. It's like their physical space, just
Yep.
online, a real digital community hub.
It really shows that authentic connection wins out over just chasing trends, doesn't it?
Every single time.
Okay, so we've talked about understanding the audience, the who, and crafting stories, the what. But what about the tools, the tech side?
Yes, smart tech.
Companies are spending, 24% of their marketing budgets here? But almost half those tools, 44%, just sit there unused.
It's kind of shocking, isn't it? Like buying fancy equipment and leaving it in the box.
Why does that happen? Why leave so much potential untapped?
Well, looking at the bigger picture, getting real impact from these tools often comes down to having clear goals, a real strategy, and crucially, getting leadership involved. That alone can boost impact by 25%.
So it's not just buying the tech, it's about the why and the who behind using it.
Exactly. And the top users, they're embracing things like generative AI. Over 32% of their activities involve it, compared to just over 4% for low users.
Wow, big difference. Are there specific tools making waves?
Yeah, we're seeing things like AI helping create those quick key takeaways you see in articles now, making them more accessible, or platforms like Substack adding live stream features, making it easier to connect, grow on guests, even auto-generate clips. It's about simplifying creation.
Makes sense. Simplify and amplify. Okay, one last piece on connection. Handling complaints online. That can be tricky.
Definitely. But there's a smart approach. The research suggests empathy for those who are disappointed. Just, acknowledge their feeling.
And for the angry ones.
Explanations? Clear, factual explanations tend to work better. This tailored response can actually cut how viral a complaint goes by up to 11%.
Interesting. So meet the emotion appropriately. Empathy for sadness, explanation for anger.
Basically, yes. Don't just react to the words, react to the underlying feeling.
Okay, so wrapping up, we've covered a lot today. Finding your real audience beyond just age. using storytelling principles, making smart use of tech.
And the common thread through all of it really is understanding,
Yeah.
empathy, connecting on a human level.
Absolutely.
Which leads to a question for you listening. How could rethinking your audience, maybe looking beyond the usual demographics or weaving some of these storytelling ideas into your content, how might that change things for your next project?
What new insights might you uncover if you dig just a little bit deeper? Something to think about.
Spoken Tech for your ears.